Hey everybody, I wanted to go live today on the topic of anxiety. And as always, my topics are kind of free flowing, and I just truly just kind of say what's on my mind. Whether that is great or not is yet to be seen, right? Um, so, anxiety. Anxiety is one of those hard emotions that we can have, ones that bring a lot of energy, is what I like to say, to the body. Energy that sometimes we just don't know how to dissipate and let go of. And anxiety, if you read the description that I wrote, is caused by a whole lot of things in life, right? It's caused by stress. It's caused by having our boundaries crossed. It's caused by somebody making a choice, and then we have to make a choice on top of that choice. Choices where we didn't think our life was going to go in the end. It is based on maybe even like public speaking or the fact that we don't have long or short term goals. That is all anxiety is. It is a lot of based off of fear and uncertainty in our life. So what do we do? What do you do if somebody makes a choice and now you have to make a choice? So what is one of those choices they make? Um, let's say you're in a relationship with a partner and they decide to do something as simple as make a big purchase financially, and that will put you in a financial hole, or it could strap you down a little bit financial wise, and you've really been working on your savings. Well, like sometimes you can't take it back what they did, right? And you kind of have to live with it. So, what do you do from there? I think you recognize that you're anxious and you take a few moments to be able to really ponder that and think about it and then have those conversations with that person you need to have the conversation with. There are some more extremes when it comes to people, making choices for you. And not really for you, but they're making a choice and they're putting you in a predicament to make that choice. And a really big one, of course, for a lot of people in relationships is if somebody cheats on you. That is a choice that was made. You had no say in it, per se. Like maybe something's not right in the relationship, but now you're stuck with the fallout from it. And so, what do you do with that? Like, where do you go? And those are really hard decisions to be made, and ones that shouldn't be made lightly. Um, and perhaps not without a third person that's present. But those are some of the anxiety inducing situations that can happen. And like I said, they can be as easy as public speaking or like going live. And what do you do when those moments you have anxiety? Do you call a friend, text a friend? Do you have a parent you can talk to if you are anxious about public speaking or any form of speaking that can help you and that can bring down those moments of high induced anxiety? And then are you dealing it with a healthy manner, or are you dealing it with it in an unhealthy manner? And some unhealthy manners for people are to do things like smoke, and you're smoking either cigarettes or weed, or you chew tobacco for your stressful situations, or you drink, or you do harder drugs. Those are all ways to bring down your anxiety in an unhealthy manner. A healthy manner is to learn tools like deep breathing, to create a space in your mind where you can go when you're really, really anxious. Um, Go on a run, go work out, count backwards from 20 with twos, so it takes a little bit longer, or fours, so you really bring down that anxiety. Another anxious situation that I see in a lot of my clients is they don't really have goals, or they have goals, but they're really not defined goals. Um, and they're kind of just living their life. And when we just live our life without goals in mind, whether we've got them, like we can picture them in our head or we've written them down, then we become anxious. That really is anxious inducing. The best way to not have fear of the future is to have a plan. And that's huge and really hard for a lot of people. So, a lot of times I'm helping to develop long term and short term goals with my clients. And long term goals can be anywhere from 5 to 10 years, and short term goals can be anywhere from 6 months to maybe even 3 years, depending on what you view short term and long term to be. But a lot of it really is coming up with a plan and then taking that long term plan and breaking it down into a short term plan, and then taking that and knowing what your steps are on a day to day basis, which really helps because we'll get stuck in the day to day and we don't think that we're reaching our goals, but we really are. We really are still going to work and saving that paycheck, or, we really are in school working towards that next term by completing this term, or we really are getting that high school degree, or we really are working at the career that we want. Maybe it's just not going the right way. So, anxiety is one of those really hard emotions that we can have, ones that we have a lot of the time. A lot of people feel anxious, and it's just what we do with that anxiety that's really important. Like with every emotion, is what we do with it that determines the outcome in our life. So I encourage everybody to learn some tools for themselves that works, and not just one or two, but maybe have like 3 or 4 that you can call upon, such as the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, the find everything in one color in the room technique, the deep breathing, the building a safe space in your mind where you can go to, and counting backwards from a number higher than 10, and usually twos or more. So you have to put more thought into the countdown. So I don't encourage you to run away from anxiety. I encourage you to embrace it, because it will be an emotion that lets us know that there's something that's not right in the moment or in the future. And we probably should get a hold of it and start maybe making some changes. So yeah, feel your anxiety. It's okay. You'll get through it.